Oh, fuck! Damn it, you've done it now, Mai. You've done it, you've done it, you've done it now! And it had to be Shane! Hello, peoples! Welcome back to Mind Games and part... What part is this? I don't remember. Let's go. Alright. My plan was to get started on the project Miss Shizuka gave us. As sincere as PBG was, I wasn't quite sure he'd hold up his end of the bargain. Yeah, he's supposed to be coming up with plans for our group project. We don't know if he's gonna do that or not, though. I stepped into the classroom and went to my seat, throwing my bag against the desk. A small snap came from across the room. Shane was at his desk giving me a look. Do you mind? I'm trying to work. Oh, sorry. I looked to the door. It was too late to leave, but I didn't want to be stuck by myself with a guy who clearly hated me. I sat down at my desk and looked at my hands. This is the quietest place I can find in the mornings.
Really?
Really? Not the library? Shane shook his head. I see. I'll try not to bother you. He shook his head again. You're fine. Do whatever. Whatever. I can't get a good read on Shane. Most of the other characters I have pretty much figured out. Shane, I don't know about him. It'd be awkward if I just sat here like that. So, what are you working on? Shut up, Hannah! Shane looked at me and for a moment I thought he wasn't going to answer. Then he waved me over. I crossed the room to his desk and looked over his shoulder. Several sheets of paper with lightly sketched outlines lay in front of him. It looked like they were for comics. You draw comics? Yeah. What about? He shrugged. Whatever. Is that your answer to everything, Shane? Yeah. My nose itches, people. He said it with a touch of finality, so I skipped to another topic. Do you mind if I ask where you're from? Shane gave a heavy sigh. Could you not tell by my accent? I'm from England. This is my second year. Oh. He continued to draw, etching the lines of a British flag above what looked to be a government building. Do you miss it? He finished shading the line before responding. I guess. My whole family is there. You're by yourself? Why did you come here? Class will start soon. Don't you have something to work on? Go back to your desk, Hannah. Taking the hint, I went back to my desk. There you go. Suddenly, the door slammed open.
Hey!
Oh my god, it's the bird! Hey, look, we've got here early! Wonderful! Go away, Jaquez! Oh, Hannah, Shane, looks like it's just the four of us. We should stir up some trouble. Stop talking about the bird like it's a party member. I just noticed that it has a freaking normal boots jacket. That is not normal. That is not normal. Trouble? Let's plant an egg on Miss Shizuka's chair, eh? I bet she'd think it was hilarious. No. No. I'm with Shane on this. No. Oh, come on. It could be fine. I bet I could find an exploding bird or two to dive bomb us during class. No! I am with Shane. I bet you could probably bake her a cake. Filled with knives. No, John! The heck is wrong with you? I'm with Shane on this! Shane was more than an ocean away from his family and friends. I was only 2 hours away from my dad, yet I missed him so much. Was Shane homesick at all? Soon after, other students filled the room, and Mai joined me at my desk, asking why I abandoned her. I filled her in on the situation. She had a good laugh, but as the clock ticked closer to class time, I felt like something was missing. Eventually, I realized what it was. PBG wasn't in class yet. Ouch. We're gonna get saddled with this whole project, aren't we? The bell rang, Miss Shizuka came in, and class began, but still, he was nowhere to be found. Where was he? The real problem that causes grinding to be necessary in RPGs, if you ask me, is that the whole system is flawed. Thank you, Miss Shizuka. Miss Shizuka's on a tangent again. She must have gotten stood up. She's talking about video games. She's actually gonna have an awesome teacher. Class was nearly over and PBG still hadn't shown. I was worried, but no one else seemed to care. That kid always misses class. Still, what if he was sick? Why didn't anyone care? Well, if this is something habitual for him to do, then it's not out of the ordinary for them. At the sound of the bell, Miss Shizuka jumped. Well, turn to page 2. Turn in a 2-page reflection on why the human species as a whole has the emotional range of a teaspoon due tomorrow. She definitely got stood up. Miss Shizuka? I stood and dashed to her desk. Yes, Hannah? PBG wasn't in class today, and I can take his notes. If his notes to him if you need. Oh, Hannah, you're a godsend. Miss Shizuka's eyes watered. She leaned over her desk and pulled me into a hug. It's wonderful to see our youth have hope. Yeah, she definitely got stood up. Hannah? She pulled away and stared into my eyes. Don't give up on love. You're young. If PBG is the one you want, you have my blessing here. Take these papers. Oh my gosh. Everybody, even the teacher. She shoved the handouts from today's class into my hand and gathered her things. Bless your heart. She left the room crying. Oh, poor thing. She must have really liked this one. Does this happen often? Often enough. So, you're talking to PBG? Yeah, but now that I think of it, I don't know his room number. 402. How? It's next to Jared's room, so of course I'd notice him leaving in the mornings. You're stalking frickin' Jared. Of course you're stalking Jared. I've got tryouts, so I won't be able to go with you. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. I told you, I don't think he feels that way. Before I could say anything more, she left the room. 400, 401, 402. Here it is. No, that's room 8. It has an 8 on it. You're nowhere near 402. I paused in front of his door, my heart in my throat. I suddenly felt horribly stupid about bringing this to him. It wasn't like he would even look at it. He said to himself that he hated school. But what if he was dying in there? John went to drama club and he wouldn't be back for a few hours. Okay, I think if he was dying, somebody would probably give a shit. But the reason they don't give a shit is because, apparently, according to John, he always freaking ditches class. He's a jock. Sucking it up, I knocked on the door. Who is it? It's Hannah. I brought some notes from... The door swung open before I could finish my sentence. PBG beamed down at me.
Hannah!
Hannah, hi!
Hey.
Hi! He looks happy to see me this time. He used to give me, like, death glares from across the room, and now he's... I don't know what's wrong with him. Come in. Thanks? No. That is a jock / gamer's dorm room. It doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that. I stepped into a mess. It says it's messy, but it looks nice and pretty. Posters line the room, and small Harvest Moon plushies were piled up on one side of the bed, which I assumed to be PBG's. I don't see no plushies. A TV was on in the center of the room. Kirby twinkled happily from the pause menu. That must be Kirby. You were playing games? Huh? Oh, yeah. PBG closed the door behind me. I didn't feel like going to class today, so I thought I'd stay in and do some work. Work, like playing video games.
Well,
we do have a tournament coming. Yeah, practicing for the tournament. So this kind of counts. I brought you the stuff we went over in class. Oh, thank you. I took the papers out of my hands and set them on the desk next to a small stack of manga. I'm glad you're feeling well. Were you worried that I was sick? Sorry. But that's adorable, so I'm kind of happy about it.
What?
No. Do you want to hang out? We have to work on our project at some point anyways, right? Well, I didn't really have anything else planned. Great! He plopped into the beanbag and slapped a pillow down next to him. Do you want to play? No, I'm not good at games. I think I'll just watch. Okay, then. You should play! You play, try it! Even if you suck. You know, you tried something new. It's always fun. Well, not always. He unpaused the game. Turby sprinted across the screen, sprinted across the screen, shooting fireballs out of his mouth. Ryan cannot talk today. PBG and I didn't talk much. Instead, I commented on the game and laughed at him when he died. Before I knew it, the sun was setting and I had to leave. You're welcome back anytime. Actually, we're having a Stomping Sisters tournament in 2 days. You can come if you want.
Really?
Really? Sure.
See ya.
Awesome. It'll be at noon in this room. I'll see you there. I left the dorm and stepped out into the fading sunlight. The air was warm, filled with the smell of freshly cut grass. I couldn't put my finger on it, but something about being around PBG was... Shaking my head, I went back to the dorms.
Hey.
Hey, Mai, how did tryouts... Close your eyes, don't move! Before I could flip on the light switch, something warm collided with me and my eyes were covered. What's going on? Stop squirming, you're ruining it! Ruin what? What are you up to now, Mai? Just follow my lead, okay? Mai guided me through the room, telling me where to stop. Down. She put her hand on my back and folded me in half, inching me into something that felt like it had a roof. Almost done. What are you doing? What exactly is going on?
Yay!
And ta-da! What? It's a fort! Why? What is this? What does it look like? It's a pillow fort. I've been looking forward to this for ages. Tryouts already happened. I made the team easily. I left early because I wanted to set this up for you. For me? Well, for us. You've been such a good friend to me, Hannah. I'm so glad we got to be roommates. I wanted to do something for you to make you feel more at home. Aww. I've seen how panicked you can be around school. I don't know what happened in your life, but Asagao is your fresh start, right? You've got me, and you've got this school, and normal boots, too. If you're up for it, this can be your new life. You don't ever have to look back. And now is when we can play.
Yeah!
Don't make me cry again. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. I totally knew you were going to cry.
Perfection.
I guess this means I was successful. Oh, Mai, you've done it again. Mai. I slammed her into... I'm gonna hug. Everybody hug. Everybody hug. Everybody hug. Oops. Whoa, be careful. You don't want to break it. This took me forever. I was bullied at my old school. That's why I came here. And it was only because my dad gave up everything before that. I thought you wouldn't like me, and I have a hard time trusting people. But if you wanted to, I think we could be best friends.
Oh, no.
No, I'm gonna cry! Yeah! Yes, let's be friends. I'm so happy. Me too. Together, we're unstoppable. I'll say. Let's hook you and Jared up. What? Yeah, I can't even speak to him without self-destructing. It's fine. There's no way he couldn't fall for you. Oh yeah? And no one's caught your eye yet? Huh? I'd say there's more than a few suitors on your horizon. Aren't you gonna give it a shot? My eyes shifted across the fort to the fort Mai made, and the stuffed rabbit sitting on my bed, the window with the view of Asagao manicured lawn. My life changed so much so quickly. You know, maybe I could.
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. Now you finally gonna stop being a little uptight little nyeh? Well, I prepared some activities for us to do. Look. She pulled out a tablet and opened an app. We're going to marathon you through Avatar. I don't know. Too late! She pressed play. As evening faded into night, we huddled in the blanket fort, watching episode after episode and messing with each other. Happier than I'd been for a long time, I rested my head on Mai's shoulder. Before I knew it, I'd fallen asleep. Fall asleep watching not anime. As usual, the next day, Mai and I got to school early, still poking fun at each other for our moments the night before. But as we approached Poppy Hall, I noticed something felt different. A palpable tension hung in the air. It was almost humid. Man, what's up with everyone?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is there a test today? Not that I know of. But as we entered the building and turned the corner, it suddenly made sense. Jared and Paul were arguing amidst a large crowd, spit flying from their mouths, while Nick and Josh walked along the hallway, posting posters of Paul's face over Jared's modeling shots. Ah, too bad for Jared. Thought I told you to stop taking those posters down. No, what's wrong with you? These walls are everybody's space. We don't have to listen to you. And you should know that this campaign is way more important than your little fashion show.
No.
But mine were here first. Lay off them. This is between you and me, Jared. Leave them out of it. Woo. You've been taking up all the wall space with your show. The student elections are much more important. It's our government. I agree. Dang it. Stop it. Student government doesn't even do anything. Whoa. As current president, I can say with full knowledge and proper authority that the student government does a ton for this school. You don't even know, Jared. You don't even know. You don't even know. Mai, what does the student government actually... Mai? She wasn't with me anymore. She pried herself between Jared and Paul and was pushing them apart. I ran forward to help her. You guys should stop.
Hana!
I flinched. Sorry, Hana. Didn't mean to yell. We want your opinion on something. You're a regular student, a new student. You're uninvolved. Which do you think is more important, our student government or the fashion show? Student government.
Oh, I know that's right.
See, Jared, I told you, the students want representation, and I will give it to them. You made the right choice, Hannah. You're gonna vote for me, right? He gave me a huge grin, and I nodded. Part of me felt like if I didn't vote for him, a puppy somewhere would die. Jared, on the other hand, looked irked. Guilt ran my stomach. Hannah, please come to the fashion show. I already gave you a ticket, right? Hopefully you'll change your mind. It was amazing they even cared what I thought. Hannah's usually right about these things. You should listen to her. Mai patted me on the back and I jumped. I forgot she was there. Jared looked at Mai, raising an eyebrow. Are you sure, Mai? Don't you have your own opinion? Why'd he bother to ask? Well, if I'm being honest, I care more about the fashion show. I go to the elections because I have to, but I go to the show because I want to. Plus, it raises a lot of money for the school. Thank you. See, I just did something for them without even trying. This is gonna be a dating simulator where you find your own day and you set your friend up with a sparkly thing. He gestured dramatically at Mai as if her opinion sealed the deal. That's because we needed a fundraiser. I'm still in favor of the student government posters going up. The 5-minute bell. Class is about to start. Jared nodded to us and walked away. Paul opened his mouth as if to say something more, but evidently thought better of it. He headed after Jared with Nick and Josh, thanking them for their help. Being a year ahead of us, their classes would be on the next floor. Mai began to follow them, but I gently pulled her arm. Our classroom was the other way.
Oh, Jared.
Jared, if you need help with this, shout, I'm here! Her yell echoed through the empty hallway. Jared, without looking back, raised a hand in acknowledgement. Mai covered her mouth and emitted a skull-piercing squeal. Wincing, I dragged her into the classroom. Oh, goodness. After the drama that morning, I wasn't sure what to expect at lunch. I dawdled on my own, making up an excuse about copying notes, hoping whatever tension remained would dissipate while I was gone. When I got to the cafeteria, it seemed my plan succeeded.
Hannah!
Hannah, we saved a spot for you. Get over here! Mai sat at the Normal Boots Club table, looking like she completely belonged. She waved for me to join her. I sat down next to her at the edge of the table. Josh was across from me. He made eye contact as I sat down, so I nodded slightly at him. He nodded back. I felt accepted.
Hey.
Hey, Hannah, how was class?
Hey.
Good, thanks. PVG might have already told you, but we're working together on a project. It's going pretty well. I'm doing the... Is that Jared back there? In a shy moment of not wanting to look Nick in the eye, I glanced to the side and saw Jared in the back of the cafeteria with someone I didn't know. Everyone turned to look. He's probably doing some trading. Satch waved a hand. So I borrowed a new drawing tablet the other day, hoping I could use it to make plans for my machine. Satch changed the subject and everyone started talking about that. I, however, kept my concentration on Jared, who was holding a small figure. Same with the girl he was talking to. Were those what they were trading? Those are itty bitty kitties. They're really popular right now. I'm surprised you don't recognize them. They're kitty figures of all different shapes and colors. I have a few myself.
Uh-huh.
You know me, I hit to know about these things. They're pretty cute, but kind of a little girl thing. She shrugged. Gerard is known as a completionist around here, and every time a new thing gets popular, he collects them all. I've never seen his collections, but I heard they're really impressive. You have to be a dedicated person to do something like that. The completionist. Was that why he was so thorough when giving me a tour? Yup. IBK is the thing right now, and last year too. I think in the first year there were a lot of people collecting silly slimy snakes, but that got old fast. Teachers didn't like everything coated in a thin layer of slime. I still have one in our room. I can show you sometime. Jared tapped Mai on the shoulder and she whirled around, hitting me in the face with her hair. Yes? I wanted to thank you for this morning. Oh no, it was nothing, definitely. You're gonna have to learn to speak like a normal person when you talk to this guy. Just because he sparkles doesn't mean he didn't put his pants on one leg at a time just like the rest of us. Good God. As Jared and Mai spoke, my eyes went back to Gerard's exchange. The girl pulled the second figure out of her backpack and held both of them up. Gerard inspected it and shook his head. She pulled another one out sadly this time, and Gerard's face lit up. He held out his figure and they swapped. How bittersweet, letting go of something you love to get something you would potentially love more. What do you think, Hannah? My attention was pulled away. I hadn't been listening to the conversation. Yes or no? Sure. Interesting. Mai gave me a skeptical glance and turned away. I bowed my head in apology and took one last quick look at the intriguing trade happening. The girl left, and Gerard was now talking to a boy with a messy appearance who made exaggerated hand motions. It looked like he just got out of bed. Was this another trade?
All right.
So, official...
Yeah. All right.
So, official announcement, in case you haven't heard. We're having a competition tomorrow. Just a little casual something to get us ready for the tournament.
Yeah.
Finally! We've been planning this one since last year's. My attention snapped back to the conversation happening in front of me. Was this what PBG was talking about yesterday? Anna, Mai, you're invited if you'd like to come. Either way, it's fine, but let me know so I can plan. How does it work? It's a little thing, so lighthearted fun to start off the new year. lighthearted fun, my ass. John almost broke Satch's nose last year. Gerard twisted his ankle. Satch delicately raised a hand to his nose.
No.
It was an accident. You forgot the part where you almost passed out from blood loss, Shane. You can't almost pass out from blood loss from getting smacked in the nose. I didn't forget. He looked away. I can never forget. I don't know about this. I'm not very good at video games.
Yeah!
Sure you are. Jared will come.
All right.
Awesome, I'll plan for you to be there. Hey, what did I just get roped into? Don't worry, Hannah, it's actually fun. You probably won't get hurt. Well, I've already been tackled, so what the hell, right? As much as I was afraid of the possibility of losing a limb, I really did want to go. I was glad Mai was there to force me into it. Without her, I would be a lonely transfer, probably eating grass by myself at this very moment.
Yeah!
Yeah, sounds fun. Thanks for inviting us. Of course. It would be rude to have you sit with us at lunch and then ban you from our tournament. Plus, it'll be a nice way to have some new competition. I look forward to winning. Full of frickin' self. The rest of lunch passed by comparatively uneventfully, or at least, if anything else happened, I didn't notice. I was too busy staring at the food in front of me, joy and horror mixing in my stomach. There was no way I was going to be even one of those normal Boots boys. I would make a fool of myself. But still, I was getting to go. It was a privilege nobody else shared. Paul looked at me with what seemed like concern, and I smiled at him. He grinned and returned to his food. The least I could do was give it a chance, right? Yeah, give it a chance. Even if you suck, at least you'd have fun, right? Right? Kind of like me at video games. I suck, but I have fun. After a long day, class was finally over, and I was ready to go home. Miss Shizuka still wasn't over her breakup, and Mai complained loudly that she needed a new man so the homework would stop being so killer. It was something to do, though. What else would I be doing if not homework? Studying, probably. Hannah, before we go back to the dorms, there's something in A32 that I want to show you. A32, wasn't that the normal Boots Club room? We're not allowed in there. There's no meeting today, so no one's going to be in there either. That's exactly why we need to go now. What are you up to? I don't trust this. What are you up to, Mai? Mai grabbed my hand and dragged me through the halls. Mai, I don't know about this. What if someone sees us? I'm with Hannah here. If you act normal, no one will care. There's too many people around. Nobody will be interested in what we're doing. Mai was full of confidence that I wish I shared. I really don't think I'm comfortable with this. Mai stopped at the clubroom door, gently tugging at it.
Yeah!
Sweet, they left it open. She pulled me into the clubroom and shut the door behind us. It's in here. Here was a storage closet at the very back of the room, a plain white cabinet. She stopped short of the door, looking expectantly at me. I tugged the knob, expecting it to be locked like all storage closets were. The knob didn't move, confirming my suspicions. Relief swept through me. Well, darn, looks like it's locked. I guess whatever you have to show me will have to wait till another day, or maybe never. Oh, I know it's locked. That's why I have these. She pulled a shiny chain of keys from her pocket. Eyes sparkled. Oh no!
What?
Oh no! Shizuka's keys? Who gave you those? No one. I'm borrowing them for a little bit. No harm done. No! 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 I do not want to get expelled my first week at this school. She fiddled with the door handle, going key after key. I'm seriously uncomfortable with this. Somebody is bound to find out. They always do. Finally, there was a small click, and the lock relented. Don't worry, Hannah. I'll protect you. I opened the closet, and the light shone down directly onto its contents.
Yay!
There they are! There they are! There they are! To my utter bewilderment, there sat luminescent golden boots resting on a velvet pillow encased in a glass box. What are these? I stepped closer to the case and was about to put my hand on the glass, but stopped inches before, wrought with guilt. We shouldn't be here. These, Hannah, are the boots. The boots. It's the symbol of the Normal Boots Club. This is their club room, after all. I'm telling you, these guys don't mess around. It's made of gold, real gold. It must have cost a fortune. I'd say they're solid gold. Only worth 100,000 yen or so, but to really make sure... My fingers wiggled in front of her face. Before I could stop her, she opened the glass case and lifted the... No! No! Be careful! No! I grabbed the boots from underneath just in case she dropped them. Good thing, too, because they were heavy. The gold was cool and hard to the touch. These boots were definitely not wearable and anything but normal. Mai bounced them up and down, weighing them in her hands. Her arms flexed as she did so. I suddenly realized why her pats on the back hurt so much. Volleyball made her strong.
Bingo.
Yeah, definitely solid gold. Mimi lied to me. She said they were gold-plated. I didn't believe her, so I had to check. So you dragged me along instead of her. Drag Mimi. Drag the bitch in here with you. Not me. This display of wealth made my stomach turn. Where they saw a symbol, I saw months of food for my father and I. 100,000 yen just lying in a closet protected by a single poorly guarded key. It might not be a big deal to the students with rich parents, the majority of the academy, but it was more than disturbing to me.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you. I wanted you to experience this with me. Silhouetted by the warm glow of the spotlights, Mai smiled. That smile almost made me feel okay being here without permission. Almost. Plus, when we get caught, we'll be okay. There's no way they can punish you. They really like you.
What?
What? The storeroom lights flickered on. We both turned abruptly, still holding the boots. Oh, fuck! Damn it, you've done it now, Mai. You've done it now! And it had to be Shane! Shane stood in the door. Oh! I didn't think I could rage at a dating simulator, but I am raging at this harder than I raged at Unfair fucking Mario! Maybe not that one. You. What are you doing here? That case is supposed to be locked. Yes, I am with Shane on this. Well, it was locked. Bye.
Shane.
We're really sorry, Shane. We heard the boots were kept in here, and we were curious, that's all. Don't say we. Say her. Blame it all on Mai. Blame it all on Mai. No harm done right here. Mai, let's get the boots back to him. Yeah, I was just showing her. We aren't suspicious. You guys hide it away. How is anyone ever supposed to see it? She handed the boots to Shane, who placed them carefully back in the case, adjusting the pillow to the center.
No.
We hide it from people who aren't in the club, like you. Yeah! The case clicked shut. Shane, I'm sorry. Don't come back here. Get out of my sight. Shane's justified here, Hannah. Mai. I'm containing my anger now, but your continued presence is making that ever more difficult. I gulped. Mai and I dashed out the door. Shane slammed the door behind us. Do you think he's gonna tell the rest of them? I really hope not. Yeah, he's gonna frickin' tell! Frickin' dumbass! I might have ruined my reputation with them.
Sorry.
I think you mean I might have ruined your reputation with them. Yeah! She threw her head back and laughed, not quite grasping the consequences of her actions. You'll be fine. I'll even be fine. They're students, just like us. It's not like we stole it. But Shane, he was really angry. That's just an act. Don't worry about it, Hannah. I said I would protect you, right? Her words seemed genuine enough, but I had a hard time believing her. It was almost as if she planned for us to get caught. Okay. Good. Now let's head back to the dorms. That competition is tomorrow, and I not plan on losing due to lack of sleep. The tournament, I completely forgot. Would they even let us participate, considering what we just did? Mai hummed happily as she skipped down the hall, somehow impervious to my anxieties. Heart heavy, I followed her. Only time would tell. Okay. I don't know whether to stop the video here, because I think I need to start making the videos a little bit longer, because I really don't know how long this game is gonna be. Maybe I'll just make this video a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Saturday dawned bright and harsh. The cloudy light outside mirrored my gloomy mood as I quickly dressed and woke up mine.
Hey.
Hi, it's time to get up.
Morning.
Why? The video game competition, remember? We're playing Stupendous Stomping Sisters today. Mai shot straight up out of her bed. Oh my god! Jared! I can hang out with Jared today! Yeah, Jared! She catapulted from the top of her bunk and sprinted out the hallway. I heard crashes and shrieks as she massacred the other girls to get in the bathroom. The sun slowly rose through the window. Everything would be just fine. Soon Mai returned, fully dressed and raring to go.
Hannah.
Come on, Hannah, let's go! She grabbed my hand and dragged me out to the campus commons. Her incessant tugging hurt, but I followed her silently. Even more strangely, she wasn't talking either. Our nerves have gotten the better of both of us. We wandered the halls of the boys' dorm, making our way to 402. The dormitory itself smelled awful, like stale Dorito chips. I wondered how I never noticed and realized that it was the first time I came on a weekend. Yeah, it's the boys' dorm. It's probably frickin' Fox. Rather than wandering campus all day for the classes and clubs, most people were sleeping in or hanging out in their rooms. Mai slowed down as we climbed the stairs, staring at the floor. The closer we got, the slower we progressed. We opened up the fourth floor door and crossed the hall. Finally, we stood in front of PVG and John's door. You should knock.
What?
What, me? You should knock. You got here first. Yeah, but you're their friend. Well, you know them better. But you got pink hair! Is there a problem, ladies? Who is this? We both froze. Scent of ham wafted through the air.
Oh, Jared.
Jared?
Good morning.
Hello, ladies. Is there something wrong with the door? No, there's something wrong with Mai. Oh, no, we didn't want to wake them. We didn't want to wake them up in case they were still sleeping. Jared let out a low-throated laugh. I don't think they'll mind having you wake them up. My eyes almost rolled in the back of her head. Here, allow me. He leaned between us and tapped on the door. He was surprisingly tall, and being some 10 inches shorter than him, he towered over me. He looked down at me and winked. The door flew open.
Hey.
Hey guys, glad you could make it. We'll be a bit squished in here, but it's better than nothing. What, we couldn't get the classroom this year? I jumped. Shane stood behind me, expressionless. I didn't even see him come. Oh shit, don't. Stay away, just stay back from me, Shane. I'll stay back from you if you stay back from me. Yeah, turns out Hidden Block decided to book it for the same day. Wonder what for. They're probably having a practice competition too. John snorted somewhere in the background. I'm not sure your room is better than nothing. Shane is such a grump. Oh shit. Oh, Shane with the zingers. That wasn't a zinger. Are you just gonna stand outside or are you coming in? Alright, let's all pile into this one Dorito-smelling bedroom. We stepped through the threshold, fully and completely entering PVG and John's room. Boy territory. We were out of our element. I had never been in the room before, and she glanced at the walls, shelves, and desk like a manic squirrel. She's always a manic squirrel. Her eyes gleamed, and I had the sneaking suspicion she was making note of what she saw for her own various purposes, though what they were I had no idea. Rather, I didn't want to know.
What's up?
Go on, take a seat anywhere. I looked to my left and saw boxers lying in a desk chair. Blood shot to my face. Were they used? Yes, that cloth has touched a penis. PBG followed my gaze and turned red. They have touched PBG's penis. Let me clean up a bit. Yeah, there's girls here. You gotta pick up your boxers. Pigsty. Do they have pigsties in England? Everything in America is derivative of England. But we're in Japan. Shane looked at me blankly. Really, Hannah? Man, we're so lucky. So lucky the Wii U has. They say it's still pronounced Wii U, but it's spelled differently. Has 8-player stomp. I'm excited to crush you, Shane.
John sucks.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Hey!
Hello, guess who's here? It's Gerard! Gerard entered without knocking, a bright smile on his face.
Hold on. What?
Aw, man, Shane got here before me. Did you fail to see me leave?
Yeah, whatever.
I was hoping you were in the bathroom or something. We brought extra controllers. Hey, Paul's here! Oh, and the Joshelina's here! Joshelina's here! Does nobody knock around here? No? Why would we? To be polite? Girls and their ridiculous social constructs. What? An intricate knock clattered through the entire way, and I pointed towards the door in defiance. See, someone knocks.
Morning.
See, Satch is polite. Hello, I brought bagels. Figured we didn't want a repeat of last year. My stomach grumbled and she turned red. That's what I thought. Ah, that's my husband. What? What?
You're perfect.
You're the best partner anyone could ask for. You're truly the best. What? Can't you just ask for one normally? I brought enough for everyone. Oh my gosh. Jared leaned his head against Sash's shoulder, then turned to whisper in his ear. I knew I could trust you. That is so weird! Okay, well then. Everybody pick a place to sit, we'll hand out bagels, and then we'll get started. I scuttled to the side of the room against PPG's bed and next to mine. We'd been sitting with them at lunch, but it wasn't until now that I realized how crazy having all the normal Boots guys in one room could be. 9 adolescent men in one room. Not to mention all friends, all part of the same club. Their personalities mingled in different ways, and I almost couldn't focus over the myriad of inside jokes, chatting voices, and flailing limbs. That is until the character selection screen came on. In the blink of an eye, the controllers were gone. PPG glanced over at me and noticed that I didn't have one, offering me his. No, really, I'm not good at these kinds of things. There's no way you're worse than me, or Jimmy for that matter. Seeing as he didn't want to take no for an answer, I grabbed the controller and selected my character. Turby! He was cute and bouncy. Even though he didn't seem super powerful, he looked like an easy enough character for a beginner to grasp. Although there was something in the eyes and beak that seemed a little...
Yeah!
Is everybody ready? I swallowed hard, the controller already slippery from my sweat. I never played Stomp before, though I watched others do so. Alright, let's go! I looked at the buttons on the controller, trying to guess what button did what. One of the top buttons probably jumped. Obviously the analog stick moved the character. They selected the stage, something with cute little houses and smallish animals popping around in the background, and the countdown began. There were buttons on the back that clicked when you hit them, but I didn't know what they did. 3. Oh, there was a weird blue button on the top right, but not the top left. 2. And another analog stick. What was that for? The camera? How could we all control the camera at once? 1. Oh no! Go! Peoples. Am I really gonna do this to you? Yes, I'm really going to do this to you. I'm going to leave the video here. And we will continue next week on Mon Games and another Asagao Academy. Will Hannah suck all the ass at this Super Smash Brothers ripoff? Or will she surprise everybody and wipe the stage with normal boots? We don't know, but we'll find out. We'll find out next week. But if you don't want to wait a week to see my silly face, tomorrow is Terror Tuesday. Bye-bye!